Another episode of Our Clix Are Sealed. I'm Dennis.
I'm Stuart.
And let's rip this episode open.
So last week we did rare commons and uncommons from the new Fantastic Four Future Foundation set, which in this case was which is FFFF for the set name.
Yes, 4 Fs.
And then
I just did some coding stuff on my computer, and there's a lot of FFF in that. It was very weird how it all came together in my life.
Yeah, and the Fast Forces is FFFFFF.
Oh wow! So we're just gonna call these sets the set.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about the first rare, because I think I did the last uncommon.
Okay, so we're starting right off here with Julie Powers, the captain and sidekick. So glorious, can give out and get to things. She is 6 clicks at 50 points, and this will turn insane as I describe her one special movement. Hypersonic speed. When Julie Power uses it, you may choose a friendly sidekick that she moved adjacent to during the action, and after resolutions, place that sidekick adjacent to her. All 6 clicks she has this power. Naked attacks, super senses throughout the dial, 2 clicks of leadership, and then later perplex. I think she's insane.
I don't think she's very good at all.
What are you talking about? She gets, at 50 points, puts a leadership on your team, a main attacker who flies, you hit her onto perplex. She's a sidekick. She could take the powers captains give.
Which is super senses.
Well, no, toughness. Leadership, toughness, there's all
She already has leadership and super senses.
It doesn't matter. If you outwit one, doesn't she get it from the captain?
No.
Oh, whatever. You're telling me you don't like hypersonicking, attacking, and then carrying one of your dudes if you need be?
Not really. Most of the sidekicks, I'm not so worried about getting them in there.
I'm not talking about getting them in there. I'm talking about her getting in, attacking, moving around where you want to place the people.
Yeah, but they're all sidekicks. I'm not too worried about it. She's 25 points more than the uncommon Julie Power and has the same values down her dial with an extra click.
Does she do the hypersonic carry? Does she do the hypersonic carry?
But she has hypersonic.
Oh, this is just insane.
It would be insane. It would be insane if she didn't say you may choose a friendly sidekick. If it just said you may choose a friendly character, insane.
I like her. I don't know why I wouldn't play her.
Because she's 50 points for one good click. As soon as she takes 1 damage, as soon as she pushes, she's only doing 2 damage with her hypersonic, and you just forget her.
No, you just push her again onto perplex. She's useful again.
Fair. Her perplex does help. I just think that this is it's like you want to be in click 1 or click 3. After that, you're suffering.
2 clicks of giving your team an extra action. 4 clicks of giving your team perplex. That's great.
It's fine. I don't think she's that great. I think there's so many lower costed figures in the set that do what she does better.
You perplex her damage up once, she could take out most sidekicks in one hit.
She can't kill any sidekicks in 1 hit.
You perplex her damage up to a 4, she's killing lots of them.
Oh, you mean her top dial? I thought you meant when she got perplex.
No.
She can perplex up with 3.
She's 10 hypersonic speed. You could guard her behind people or walls, perplex up that.
If this is your argument, then the uncommon does the same thing for 25 points less.
I get to carry people after I hypersonic.
Yeah, that's fine.
I bring someone with me, not minusing my speed, hit one of your guys for 4, kill him, move back like 1 space, and then drop a sidekick, tie him up the rest of your guys.
The only good thing about it is that you can attack with that sidekick afterwards.
Right?
Yeah, but I just don't think there's that many sidekicks you want to bring in like that. I'm not so worried about carrying my sidekicks in, really.
Well, I'm just saying, you could place a flyer afterwards.
What sidekicks fly except for her?
You just hyped up her 25-point version. So I could hypersonic in, smack, drop the other Julie Powers, and let her do her thing too.
Now the other Julie Powers isn't a sidekick.
Oh, okay. But there's other sidekicks. I don't care. This is great. This is where you're
I
not
give her
talking me
a
down.
3.
No, you're not talking me lower than a 4.
Well,
You could go on with Dragon Man.
all right, Dragon Man actually is good. So he comes in at either 65 or 30.
Okay.
He can shoot. He has a trait. You choose a friendly sidekick. That sidekick gets passenger 2 to only carry sidekicks. So now your sidekicks can actually start carrying your other sidekicks around. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be some weird hypersonic thing.
No, she has flight too, but anywho, Dragon Man.
I mean, so does Dragon Man.
Yeah.
Dragon Man is a flyer and he's giant. He has 4 triple target. He has running shot, energy explosion. If you pay 65 points for his 11 attack, 4 damage, or you can pay 30 points for a decent charger. Like he's really good at 65. I don't see why you wouldn't play him at 65.
I prefer the 65. 4 damage, flight, 11
Yeah,
attack. He has, is that great size or giant?
giant.
That's giant size, not
So
colossal, right?
he's no, it's not colossal. So he's good. Like I think, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of mobility with 4 movement, running shot with 4 range. He only has like a swing of 8, but he has really high values. He has good reducers, and he's really cheap.
The giant size helps him and harms him because it helps him because he could, see over elevated and stuff like that or outdoor blocking. But then again, people could see him the same way.
Yeah, I think in this set it's probably fine. There's if
I think he's getting hit first, to be honest.
Yeah, but he's carrying
So
someone in. He's letting your sidekicks carry people in, and he has a decently long dial for 65.
because he's a giant flight, can he carry a normal sized flight?
Yes,
Okay, I like him for that.
he could also carry a non-flyer giant.
Is there another one in this set?
I think so. I
Oh,
think
well, keep that in mind then.
Awesome Andy he could carry.
Oh, sick. I'll give him
Maybe what about Uatu? He could carry Uatu too.
Wait, hold up. Because he's giant size, can he shoot while in adjacency?
Yes, I think so.
So that's how I'd probably use this guy then, because he has a full dial after the first click of Close Combat Expert.
Yeah. And he can punch 2 spaces away, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'd use this guy.
If with the new rules, this guy's gonna be great.
I know. I was just gonna say that, right?
11-4 for 30 points.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not playing with the new rules, but he's
No.
pretty solid. I would give him a 4 for sure.
Eh. Strong 3.
You can. So Julie Powers gets a 4.
Hey, I thought we were moving on. I thought
She's
we were
15
moving on.
points less and can never has 1 click of 3 damage. He has 7 clicks of 3 damage.
Yep. Because she's leadership perplex and she could place people that can continue to do their things after she's carried them. Yes, that is why she's great.
His sidekicks carry 2 other sidekicks. It's so much better.
Yeah, and then they just can't do anything the rest of that turn.
Well, that's fine. Most of the sidekicks you just kind of want to move around rather than do anything with. Like,
I
oh
don't know
wow, now
how.
I got to make a 10 attack, 1 damage attack after Julie Powers.
Yeah,
2 of
and
my
then play
actions are
someone who could do actions afterwards. Just the
there's
worst,
like
right?
1 sidekick I want to do actions with.
Oh, who cares? That's still actions afterwards.
Okay, you got Adolf Impossible.
Adolf Impossible, a unique. We'll find out why this person's unique. 4 clicks for 25 points, pulse wave for the whole dial, and 1 special damage the whole dial. My dad thinks entirely 2 possible. Power. If there are no d6 on the card, roll a d6 and place it on this card. When a character within range and line of fire rolls an attack roll, you may remove the d6 from this card and replace it. So it's what's his name from Star Trek?
Q.
Q.
Or Trelane.
Power to put a d6 on there.
Yeah, I think Q's free, so it's probably not. It's the same as what's his name from the Batman set.
Oh, the question. I still have to get
Yeah.
one of those. 25 points for dice manipulation. It's not the worst.
That's pretty good. And his pulse wave, even though he's not doing much, it's you're gonna use it every once in a while.
Nah, you would you with the one damage, you'd be like, oh, put this guy in the middle and pulse wave and hope that it does damage each.
I think dice manipulation like this, I always think it's very fair.
Oh, having to use an action to ensure the dice manipulation?
Yeah. The benefit
Yeah.
here is that he's tiny, so you can carry him really easily. But he's easy to kill. The dice manipulation is a little bit weaker than the best dice manipulation, so I'd give him a solid 4.
I I I would have no problems with the 4 on this guy.
Dice manipulation is it's sometimes better than problem, sometimes worse. If you have a 1, then he is a great defensive character as long as they're within 6 of him.
Yeah.
If you have a 6, he's a terrible defensive character. Whereas prob is always going to be even, right?
It just seems like one of those like, oh, I'm going to use the dice manipulation. If it's a high dice, I'm probably going to use it on my own pulse wave.
You would hope so, but what if you never get a chance to make an attack, right?
It's a very big possibility.
Okay, so now I get Core, who's a sidekick. Core has nothing on his dial. He is just willpower and stealth, and no attack values, no damage values. But he can generate a Turg bystander once per game. Let's see. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So make sure it's once per game. So Turg also has terrible values, except he has hypersonic speed. He can move through characters, and after resolutions, he deals 1 damage to a character he moved through during his hypersonic speed. How is this good?
1 damage. Is it penetrating or normal?
It is normal.
So anyone with toughness or above it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whew. It's 25 points worth of attacking. It's you get to move this guy, generate a free hypersonicer. Can you put this guy back on?
No. Oh yes, you can. Yes.
It has to be the next turn.
Generated this turn. Why would you want to put him back on?
I don't know. I was just wondering if that's how it works.
I guess. Yeah, you could. I don't see
he doesn't have
any reason why you would.
He doesn't have autonomous or indomitable, so you can't push him. So why leave him out there to die on a turn? Do you know what I mean?
But you can't bring him back the same turn you put him out, right? And you're always going to be putting him out the turn you want to attack with him.
Yeah, and then the next turn, he's not doing anything.
I guess, yeah, if he's adjacent, then you put him back on. So I guess. That seems like an unnecessary addition to this figure.
I don't know if it's going to get pulled off. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to get an attack, and then he's probably going to die.
I think the problem is that in other sets, this would be an okay figure. In this set, where even the first figure in the set has between 5 and 8 clicks of health, a single damage is nothing.
No. And it's not even penetrating. If there's a penetrating damage, that would have been something too.
I would give him a 1, I think. I don't think I'm going to play him ever.
No.
No,
I would try him. I would try him. I want to see how this head thing can go.
Like max, he's doing 2 damage a turn.
Oh, I know.
Every 2 turns. Like it takes him 3 turns to kill another sidekick.
I thought you were going to use him to say you could just use that one thing and then damage. What's her name for 1 damage? And she's not on top click anymore.
I mean, okay, there you go. She's shows how weak Julie Power is, but
yeah. Just the worst. Leadership, too perplexed, the worst.
For the most
part.
Awesome
Andy. Oh,
bad.
it's me.
Give him a 1.
Awesome
Andy's great.
Captain. So what is this captain bringing out? Friendly sidekicks can use shape change. That's insane. So Awesome Andy is 70 or 35 points. He starts with sidestep at 70 or 35. He starts with super strength at 75 or 35. And he starts with a special defense at 70 or 35. Invulnerability. When Awesome Andy or an adjacent friendly character succeeds using shape change or is missed by an attack after resolutions, remove an action token from that character. So he's given his sidekicks shape change and chances to remove an action token from them.
Only if they're adjacent to him, though.
I think the greatest thing about him is he shape changed himself, and then at 70 or 35, he moves one click down. He gets perplex. That's great. But
Oh,
honestly, you're
okay.
playing him just so all your sidekicks can have shape change.
Yeah, I don't see how you'd ever play him at 70. He's bad for 70, I think.
Oh yeah, the sidestep super strength and then big. Yeah, he's gonna get
Yeah.
smacked.
No, no willpower. He moves to plasticity and loses his shape change, which you really want shape change with your plasticity click.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do. That super strength's not even gonna play a part, is it?
I mean, you're gonna move him up and then sidestep, and then hopefully next turn you get a chance to attack with your super strength.
I think you're playing him at 35 just so all your sidekicks can have shape change.
Agreed. I don't think he's great in sealed. I think in constructed, where you're going to build a sidekick team, he's going to be a lot better. I'd probably say he's a 3 at best.
Honestly, just because everyone's getting shape change.
Yeah, his dial's not that impressive, really.
No, it's the super strength as a sidestep. It's just weird.
I'd be okay with that if he had willpower.
You don't
Super
though.
strength without willpower sucks.
Well, the new rules will remedy that. As for now, he's there for shape change. So how much you value shape change for your sidekicks is going to dictate if he's a 3, a 2, a 4, whatever he is.
Agreed. Okay, now we got to Human Torch. So we've had a lot of bad Human Torches in the last few years. This Human Torch is incredible. So he has Fantastic Four, so he's going to be theme teaming with a majority of this set. He
Yeah.
has 6 clicks for 75 points, which is a weird amount in this set. Usually it's a lot more. But he makes up for it with a trait which gives him leadership and mastermind. So now you don't really care about how many clicks he is. He's going to be masterminding to your extended length dial of sidekicks that he can carry around. When he uses leadership and succeeds, the friendly character does not have to be adjacent if it shares a keyword with him. So that means he can take it off himself.
Does it?
It says the friendly character does not have to be adjacent
Yes.
to him.
That's great. So he could do it himself.
And then he has a special attack power, which is knockback pulse wave. And when he uses pulse wave, friendly characters have protected pulse wave. So he can stay in the back and pulse wave through your team.
Oh, I didn't even think of it that way. I was just like, oh, now you don't have to move your people around to make sure they're not in his path. But yeah, he could just stay in the back and pulse wave
He can
with
carry his
knockback.
mastermind fodder. And
Oh man.
for now, pulse wave and force blast work really well together because he ignores the defense powers for the knockback damage. He is going to take a little bit of a lower effect in the new rules where there's no more knockback damage.
No. But as for now, oh, he's good. 7 range, so that's 4 pulse wave. That's good.
I would give him a 5. I think this guy is going to be the counter to a lot of the power figures in the set.
Well, yeah, especially when you could hide behind your own dudes. Just a
And then
flat out
Mastermind.
ranged attack that ignores everything. Oh man, I don't know what puts him over the edge the most. This leadership he could use on himself or at other people anywhere on the map, or it's mastermind. People are gonna want to
Yeah.
smack Human Torch, and he's just gonna pass it off, pass it off, pass it off.
And then pulse wave without having to worry about the guy he's passing it off to.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Okay,
Hope
tell
I
me
pull
about
that guy and it's
Kristoff.
sealed. What's that?
Tell me about Kristoff.
Kristoff. I don't even know this character. I'm guessing this person has to do with Doom. But anyway, Kristoff comes in at 75 or 40 points. At 75, you're getting the special speed, which is mind control, sidestep, stealth with 6 range, 2 targets. And at 40 points, it's sidestep. Special defense, I think it's a stop. Yep, it's on click 4, so you're not getting this at the 40 points. But stop, impervious. When this click is first revealed, knock back all adjacent opposing characters 2 squares. So at 75 points, you're getting a sidestep mind controller with leadership. And at 40 points, you're getting a sidestep TK outwitter. Ooh, I already like the 40 point better.
Oh, I like the 75 point better.
Really? Sidestep with a 6
Oh
range
yeah.
mind control?
I think that's way better than his 40 point dial. In
I
this
like
set,
TK.
yeah, but you're gonna have TK. There's a lot of cheap TK in the common slot. Just like if you pull him at 40 points, or you pull, I don't know, what was our good TKer? Franklin, who's 20 points less for an extra click.
True. I just don't like sidestep and mind control.
I don't mind it because he also has stealth, which makes it a lot better. He's hard to kill. 3 clicks of invulnerable and stealth, and then he also gets a stop click. I think that's worth 75 points.
The stop click?
Yeah.
Well, you're
You're
gonna
not
get to
knocking
knock
him to
people back because the only way you're hitting them is up close because they're stealthed.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take 2 hits to knock him to his stop click, and then a couple hits to get through the rest of his dial too.
Fair?
And you can carry, like he's good enough.
Is Kristoff a he or a she?
I don't know. Christoph, the name would make me assume it's he. Let's see.
Well, whatever. He, she, they, I don't care.
It's a him,
75
yeah.
points, you're right, for probably 5 hits or something to kill this person. I think the precision strike is funner than the mind control.
Yeah, I mean, I like mind control with 2 targets. That's nice, but precision strike with 2 targets is not.
I'd probably be using that instead.
The bottom dial. I just think it's not giving me enough for 40.
Oh, I don't mind it for 40. The sidestep flyer with 10 TK and 3 outwit. I'd have zero problem playing it at either pointage.
Yeah, I don't think he's anything higher than a 3. It's
No,
pretty average.
no. I'll take the 3. I get Leah,
Yeah,
Elijah.
I don't know. A lot of
It's
characters.
so much
I'm not
easier doing
familiar
these reviews when I know these characters.
with. The story's on another X-Men set.
Yeah, I can't wait. Elijah, who's apparently a Fantastic Four and a Skrulls team, so she's going to get a really good shape change up front. So, trait, friend or foe, enhancement, perplex, but only if adjacent to an opposing character. So this person has to be beside an opposing character to use their perplex.
Yes.
Okay. Anywho, 50 points, 6 range, 6 clicks. Her opening speed power is a 9 charge stealth. And when Elijah occupies hindering terrain and uses charge, modify her attack and damage +1. Does she have to occupy hindering terrain at the end of the charge or before the charge?
Before the charge, I think.
So she could go hide in a bush and then charge out of it for a +1 attack and damage. So 12-4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good, especially with Skrull's team ability and shape change up front. And then at the last 3 clicks, she has Plasticity, Blade, Super Senses.
Yeah.
I like her.
I don't know why she has enhancement. That seems like something you're just not going to use.
I don't know. Maybe you're hiding in the bush, let people shoot first, and then she charges in.
Yeah, and then gets the perplex. Like, I think most of the time you want to be adjacent, so you have that perplex on her defense or something like that.
Well, I'm guessing you're charging out of the bush, which is 12-4. And then after she attacks, she gets a perplex, and I guess she gets a perplex. She could use it offensively or defensively.
Yeah. I mean, she can't use it offensively for herself, right?
Exactly. It'd have to be a supportive. I hit this person, perplex them down.
I almost wish that it was empower instead of enhancement.
Oh, I'd like to see this. Wait, she charges. She could pick up a light object at the same time. She could be doing a 12-5 and a charge for 50 points.
Yeah, I mean, she's good. Like, she's clearly a 4. She's hard to kill, and you like her top dial. You're okay with pushing her. She's kind of everything you want in a figure like this.
So with the Skrulls team ability and shape change, it's a 50-50 roll, isn't it?
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then she gets the dreaded Super Senses shape change in her last style. I like her.
Yeah, she's good for sure.
I think this perplex, because once you get up close, you're going to be using it quite often.
Yeah, I mean,
like her.
It's weird.
Oh, what's that?
It's weird, but like it's gonna be usable.
Oh, I'm just thinking now in her later dials, she'll be up close anyway, so she gets a perplex. Oh my god, you could just use it on her attack and then blades 5 or 6 damage.
Yeah, like she's good. There's no click that she's on that's bad.
I'll give her a 4.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, you get Nathaniel Richards.
Okay, so Nathaniel Richards, I'm pretty sure is Reed Richards' father.
Okay.
So he is either 40 for 4 clicks or 25 for 2 clicks. At 40, he's a taxi with enhancement. At 25, he is not a taxi with empower and energy shield deflection and toughness. So if you need a taxi, you play him at 40. If you don't, you play him at 25 because he does have a trait. Free. If he is holding an object or an adjacent to an object, you remove it from the game. You choose him or an adjacent friendly character and a standard attack power, and the chosen character can use that chosen power into your next turn. So he gives out attack powers, which is really good.
Free. So you have to be adjacent to an object. So then you want the object and the person you're giving attack powers to beside each other. What attack power would you give out?
Pulse wave.
Hmm.
I mean, what attack power wouldn't you give out?
I know. It's only 40 points, I suppose.
I'm probably
Maybe
playing with
Pen
25.
Blast, because this guy also comes with enhancement.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing with 40, right? I don't see playing him at 40 too often. I'd rather him be harder to
for
kill.
the phasing passenger 2 teleport.
It's not bad. Clearly, he's an okay taxi, but I don't think he's a great taxi. I think I'd rather him be 25 and just giving someone a good power than letting them go crazy.
I don't know. I'd like to see this guy in play. I'm going to give him 3.
Yeah, I think giving out only attack powers that limits his effectiveness a lot.
Yeah.
If he truly was the genius intellect and a skilled inventor, perhaps he should be able to choose more than attack powers.
Teach people how to sidestep.
Yeah. Okay, tell me about Molecule Man.
I know Molecule Man. I read Battle World. So he's unique, and I'm guessing it has to do with his trait, which I'm just going to skip right to. So Smoke Cloud is free. Cool. Free. Roll a d6 and choose a number of non-debris terrain markers within range up to the result. Replace those markers with any combination of hindering, watering, or blocking terrain markers. At the beginning of your next turn, remove all markers placed this way. Is this worded so that he can Smoke Cloud for free, roll a dice, and then change those smoke clouds to whatever he wants?
Yes.
That's how I'm reading this. So basically, he could have a barrier for free.
Yes, you have 6 barriers for free if you wanted.
Well, if you roll that high. I think another thing they're trying to say is you can do this with other people's, like...
You could, yeah. So if someone else barriered, you could just turn their barrier into water.
Yeah. Or if someone ran through a wall, could you turn that rubbled, hindering terrain into something else?
No, you can't. You cannot target debris markers.
Okay. Non-debris terrain markers. Okay, so here's a guy who has a free smoke cloud that could end up being a barrier or someone who could ruin someone else's barrier. So he comes in at 100 or 30. At 100 points, you're getting a sidestep flyer with Pen Blast with 8 range, 3 targets, 18 invulnerable, and 3 outwit. And at 30 points, you're getting a 7 stealth, 11 in cap, 18 barrier, and 1 outwit. Do you think that's a little high at 100 points?
Oh, yeah. Way too high for no moving attack.
That you could be... Well, he has cosmic energy, so you're not outwitting this guy.
No.
But you could just smack him off that. I think at 30 points, a free smoke cloud that can turn into a free barrier is pretty nice.
Absolutely. Especially, like, what's the best power that combos with smoke cloud?
Free?
Stealth, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just like, well, it's even the best for free. Yeah, so he could be hiding himself, outwitting people, turning some of them into barriers.
And then he also has 8 range, 3 target in cap.
Yeah, that's 3 target in caps. Nice. And I think the real coolness is like just the order you could choose your order. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna do the end
Yeah.
cap first, gonna do an outwit, then I'm gonna do the smoke cloud, turn this into barrier, keep this smoke.
He can put up to 10 squares of blocking in a single turn.
Well, if you use his barrier as a power, and then yeah, smoke cloud. Holy jeez.
And he can do barriers up to 8 squares away, right? Which is pretty good. You don't see that often.
No. At 30 points, I don't see why you wouldn't play him unless he's gonna ruin your Fantastic Four theme team.
Yeah. Taxi, outwit, barrier. Like he's so good. I
Four.
just hope you don't have to play him at 100.
I don't think you'll ever have to with this set. It's like, oh, I have 70 points left over. Who else could I put in here?
I mean, what happens if you only have like 250 points of characters, though? Then you're probably going to play him at 100.
I don't know if I would.
I,
I
imagine a character who said, on average, every turn you get to make 3 blocking terrains for free. It's really good.
yeah, and it's amazing at 30.
I know. I just mean, like, imagine Tentpole. Every turn he gets to make 3 squares of blocking to protect himself. He's not terrible at 100. He's just not good.
Hmm. I'll give him a four.
Yeah, he's a solid figure.
Who's
Okay,
Ramatut?
Ramatut is also Nathaniel Richards, who's also one of the Kangs, I think. I don't know.
Tell
So
me what
he
Ramatut
has
does.
he has 6 clicks for 50 points. Is phasing teleport, penetrating psychic blast, no willpower and toughness, and then he has 3 special damage power. 3 clicks of special damage power, which is leadership, probability control, and when he uses that probability control on an attack roll, after the roll, re-roll, the roll is immediately finalized, so it can't be re-rolled anymore. So he has 50 points for prob and some okay stats, and then when he gets to his back half, he gets sidestep, steal energy, and then still has prob. So it's like six clicks of prob for 50 points, but his first 3 you can't pair it with other prob.
I think I like that.
It's definitely double-edged sword, right? Like,
Yes, yes. If it's an attack you really, really want to hit, you're like, oh, maybe I use this prob last.
yeah,
But if it's an attack where like, oh, this guy's stretching, he's relying on a roll of 7 or 8, I'll probably use this guy's prob right now.
exactly. I think the idea is if you have 2 probs, you use the other one and then you use his, which can kind of lead to some bad feeling turns where your first prob fails, or it succeeds for your first prob, and then your second attack you have to use this one, and you can't do anything with it. But it's really good against your opponents who might have 3 probs ready to go, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I like that idea that I could use my prob and that's it. That's actually pretty powerful option right there.
It's certainly not bad. It's not as powerful as it could be if you could choose whether or not it could be re-rolled. But
Oh, that'd be mean. Honestly,
he's a 3.
I like him. He's a 12 phasing, so he's gonna be where he needs to be to prob, and I'm not gonna be scared to push this guy with a pen side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
I'll,
I
I'll give
I
him a
don't think he's.
three.
Yeah, I think he's a solid 3. I think for 50 points, he's not a dial you'd normally want to play, but prob helps for sure.
Okay, Red Ghost. I have no idea who this is. Listeners, if you know these people, go ahead. Give me the Coles notes down below.
I could tell
So,
you about Red Ghost.
oh, you can tell me who's
He's
Red
just
Ghost?
like the Soviet version of the Fantastic Four. He goes to space, but with monkeys instead of the Fantastic Four.
Really? And he got hit to
Yeah,
the same cosmic rays?
I think similar cosmic rays.
Okay. Well, the monkey thing makes sense for what this guy does. So he's 50 points for 5 clicks. He has 8 special movement, which is phasing teleport stealth, and that's going to help out with his perplex on that. He's got a full dial of 17 super senses, and after his perplex come out wits. I think it's all about his trait and his monkeys. The bystanders printed on this card are Super Apes. Free. Once per turn, generate all Super Ape bystanders. So you have to
Once,
generate all 3 of these at the same time.
do you say once per turn or once per game?
Sorry, did I say turn per game? Oh, that would have been something. Per game. You get to do this once, guys. Make it count. His Super Ape Igor is a 9 leap climb, 18 super senses, 2 shape change, so a tie up, and tiny. It's the only tiny ape, actually.
Yeah, so he's a terrible tie-up figure.
Oh, so yeah, that's right, because he's tiny. What is he doing out there?
He can't
with a
block
9
line of
attack?
sight.
He's not doing anything. Bystander Miklo. 6 range, 8 4 blast, 11 telekinesis. Ooh, fun for a bystander. 17 toughness and 2 damage. So you could actually get an attack off the 11 attack. And Piotr, Super Ape, 10 charge, 10 super strength, 16 invulnerable, 3 damage. Well, that's fun. Man, you could send out this Piotr pretty far, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah,
You
you could
phased?
go 19 squares, I think. Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
14 squares.
Okay, so phase up 8,
Place
generate
him in
all
9.
these people at 9.
Oh, you could
TK,
TK him 6.
TK him 6 with 1 monkey, so that's 15. And then he charges 5.
So 20, yeah.
So he's reaching
And hits
across the map.
21.
You can send this monkey right across the map with a 11 attack if you use the perplex on him
Yeah.
with a super heavy, or not a super heavy,
Maybe.
just a regular heavy, 5 damage. So
So
how
you could be
much are
11,
you
5
willing to
now.
pay for that one massive alpha strike, Stuart?
I don't know. Not 50 points. I don't know. He's okay. Like, I don't think Red Ghost is that incredible.
Honestly, after that, I'm pretty sure Piotr is dying, which doesn't cost you anything, but then you're left with
You had to play Red
TKer
Ghost.
and a perplexer. And well, he's a scientist. I don't know. He's not going to make theme team.
Yeah. I think that Alpha Strike is only okay because it costs you 3 actions.
Oh, that's so true. It's a whole turn worth just for 1 attack. Man, you know what? I might actually just rate this guy at 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential, but I don't think he's that great. I think Igor is such a letdown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like after that, don't get me wrong, that first turn of 3 actions to, I don't know, basically go smack someone for 5, that sounds fun. But then you're losing your theme team because he's not a Fantastic Four, and I doubt he's theming with much on here. And then you're left with 1 good monkey or a super ape.
Yeah, I think that you end up not doing the kind of Alpha Strike. Instead, you're really going to just be using his TK when you need it, his Perplex, and they get an attacker at some point.
Yeah. If I'm playing Red Ghost, I think I'm using that 1 attack because it's the best thing he's got going for him.
I don't think it's that good in this set. You're not killing a majority of the figures with a 5-hit.
No, that's what I
damage
mean.
hit.
If I'm using him, that's like the best trick he's got. And in this set, it's not the greatest trick, and then it ruins your theme team possibilities. Yeah, I'm probably giving him a 2.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of disappointing.
I'll love to see this guy in Constructed. Don't get me wrong. But anywho,
I think he's terrible in Constructed too.
No, I think he'll be fine in Constructed.
He still costs you 3 actions to make 1 attack.
Yeah, but what? He's an animal. I think animal. Yeah. I think animal's going to be looking good in the next few days here.
Why? There's no good animals except for 2 now. And
are you kidding? Wonder Woman? They're going to make a cheetah that just breaks the game.
Yeah, he's better as a scientist than an animal for sure. Okay, so now we get
all the way.
My favorite characters in this set, Diablo and Prime Diablo. So
okay,
the thing about Diablo, let's talk about his object, because he's the first character with an object in this set. He is the alchemical potion. So basically, there's a wheel of powers on the card of the potion, and to use one of the powers, you roll a die, you turn it that many powers clockwise, and then you get to use whatever power you're pointing at. And they have a lot of good powers like poison, plasticity, exploit weakness, pulse wave, flurry, lots of cool stuff. I just think it's gonna be really fun to use this. Every turn, get a new power for him. As a dial, Diablo is only okay. He has stealth for 3 clicks. There's a lot of steel energy. Has special attack power that was incap, smoke cloud, and smoke cloud is free, but generate 3 markers adjacent to him. And then he also has a sideline active if you want to do that. But he gives +1s against mystical, which is not important in this set. He's a little disappointing from a dial perspective, but I love the object, so I'll always be playing him.
Just for the object?
Yeah.
60 points, 7 clicks, willpower.
He's a little bit better with the object too, because he gets to choose up to his role rather than having to move it specifically to the role, so it gives him a lot more choice. First turn, you put it on flurry, so you get a free TK from him. Not free, but you get a TK from him. You can do a lot of more controlled stuff.
I think that's important distinction. When he uses it, if he rolls a 6, he can choose up to 6.
Yeah.
So that will help out.
60 point for outwit TK, but fairly long dial and the ability to get some decent powers throughout.
I don't mind him.
He's a 3. Like, he's not good. I don't think he's great at all, but I think he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll go with the 3.
Especially,
more to say.
he can have regeneration on his whole dial with a 6 clicks and mystics. Like, he's okay.
Oh, he has mystics. Oh shit, that's really fun.
And he's teamed with Fantastic Four too, so you're not breaking your theme to use them.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun.
His values are fine. He is a weird dial.
Does he get range combat expert at any point?
No.
No.
You just get pulse
wave if you really want.
A flurry. Yeah. Can I talk about Prime Diablo? Because this is the figure I want most from this set.
That is all the permission you need. Go ahead.
So Prime Diablo has a Prime object, which I'm not sure is a good thing, but
no, I'm going to start right there saying that sucks a lot. But anywho, go on.
I mean, is it any different than having a Prime figure?
Objects and figures work not always in tandem, as we've seen from the meta play. So if this like object ends up being game breaking, it's just that much more expensive and crazy.
Yeah, I don't see it as being much different than having a game-breaking Prime, right? Plus, it's only the rare Prime that has the good object. The super rare Prime's object is fine.
Good. Go on.
So Prime Diablo is 35 points instead of 60, and he has a great dial: 5 clicks, running shot, 2 damage down the dial is not great, but 12 attack, top dial, and really solid attack values throughout. But let's talk about the alchemical fire, which is really the most important thing. So it's the same idea as the alchemical potion, but this only has 4 options, and they're not powers. You have first option, all damage done is penetrating. Second option, and this is only for attacks. After resolutions, you may deal 1 damage to each character adjacent to a hit target. And he does have 2 target energy explosion, so you can deal a lot of damage with that.
Yeah.
Because it also doesn't say deal 1 damage to each character adjacent to a hit target that isn't a hit target. So if there's 2 hit targets adjacent, they're each taking an extra damage.
Ooh.
The next one is give a hit character a fire token at the beginning of your next turn, or beginning of your turn, deal that character 1 penetrating damage. Remove the fire token when that character clears action tokens. You can just deal a lot of damage to people and force them to clear. It's very nice. And then the last one, until your next turn, hit characters modify their attack by -2. He can hit like up to 16 characters potentially, or maybe not that much, but he can hit a lot of characters and give them all -2 attack.
So he gets 4 options. You roll a d6, This guy gets to turn the fire left or right a number effects equal to half the result. So, so you roll a d6 and divide it in half,
And
and then you
then
can go
the
left or
best thing
right.
about it. So
Okay, I'm
the
trying. The
the
way I'm reading this, can he? It's literally, can he just choose any power he wants?
well, no, because there's four options, right? So,
But you get to go left or right.
oh, yeah. So you get to choose whatever you want.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Well, unless you roll a one, then you can't.
oh, true. So other than that, it's like, have fun, man. Okay, so if you
And
rolls a one or a two, there's always going to be one thing out of your way. Or do you have
so,
to go that much, or is it a choice? That's what I'm getting at.
his says you may choose any number up to the result, minimum one. So you always have to choose move one then.
Okay, so
But
okay.
here's the crazy thing about this one. So the previous one, you only get the power for the turn. This, you get the choice until you choose again. You
Yes,
don't
that's
have to roll it
true.
every turn.
Oh wow, this guy's insane with that thing.
So this guy just says 35 points penetrating energy explosion. Or 35 points energy explosion that gives -2 attack to any hit character.
Or energy explosion that hits everyone for two, and then everyone else around them for one, including the people who already got hit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Please let me pull this figure. I love him.
For 35 points, this is insane. 35 points.
This guy's a 5 out of 5 because even if you don't play him, you're going to play his object, which is awesome.
I would just play him anyway. I would just break my theme team and build around this guy.
Maybe like, what if you pull one of the best super rares and you go, all of their damage is penetrating?
I don't know, but 35 points, 12
Oh,
attack.
he's good. I'm not denying that I'm 99% of the time playing Prime
Yeah,
Diablo if I pull him, but that object by itself is just going to win you a game.
man almighty. Okay, I'm at Stardust. Again, another
You
character
get
I
the
don't.
next two.
Okay, why, thank you. You spoiled me. Stardust, Mrs. Lambda Zero. I like the real name better. Lambda. So Lambda here is power or cosmic energy team ability, so that's great. Six range, 100 points. That's it. At 100 points, you're getting 10 running shot, 11 special attack, 18 impervious, 3 damage up front. The special attack is Pulse Wave and power. Choose an unoccupied square within range and line of fire, so 6. Then starters can use Pulse Wave at no cost as if she occupied that square. After resolutions, place all hit characters in squares adjacent to the chosen square. Wow, that's incredible. This person has a trait. I'm still going to say it. At the beginning of your turn, you may heal Stardust one click. The first time Stardust would be KO'd, instead turn her to click number 7, Protected Pulse Wave. She's 7 clicks. Oh, she's 8 clicks. So she's going to be on 7th click with, oh my god, she's 8 clicks. 9 phasing, 11 that special attack, 17 toughness. This is a fun character.
Oh yeah,
So you
Stardust
can
is awesome.
running show. So move 5, place your pulse waving thing 6 squares away,
It doesn't
right?
combo with running shot.
Oh, that's right. It's a power. Okay, so it's regular pulse wave. That's
Still,
still
it's better
good.
than running shot pulse wave, right?
Yes. I really like her. Power
Oh, she's
Cosmic. That really
fantastic.
helps.
This is a super strong character. And the clicks where you don't have that crazy pulse wave, she has hypersonic speed, so who cares?
Yeah, that's wow. I'm trying to get my head around this pulse wave. So you could just throw it out range and line of fire, and then she's attacked. So 3 within that square all get pulse wave and then bunch together.
Yeah. I mean, you're mostly going to use it for single targeting because it's easy to single target when you can choose any square within 6.
Yep. And just so far away from your own friends. That's so good.
Yeah.
Cosmic and
She's a
Herald.
5.
5 out of 5 for you?
Oh, yeah. Even if she doesn't theme team, like pulse waving any character or a group of characters and then deliberately placing them in places that don't work for their like adjacent powers and stuff.
I could land on a 5 out of 5. I think it's her thing that if she heals every click or every
And she
turn, she heals
heals,
up one, and then she doesn't die for
and she has
once.
a stop click, and she
Yeah,
can heal again, and
and
she's
then
good.
could go back up. Yeah, she's insane. If you're not attacking her every turn, she just keeps healing back up. Yeah, I can land
Reducers
on a
on
5.
every click.
I can go on a 5. Are we going on to Terex?
Yeah,
Terex actually sounds familiar. Maybe they made this guy before when I
he was in the
started playing.
Spider-Man set.
Okay, then I do know Terex. Yes, the Spider-Man set where the chases had colored bases, just like this set. The chases have colored bases.
Do they?
Yeah, they're green. Did you see it?
I didn't see any cool green bases. I wish I had seen that. I
Oh
thought
yeah,
I'd
they're
seen
like
all the chases.
the chases have green bases. I'm so glad they brought that back.
Me too. That was my favorite thing.
Oh yeah. Anywho, Terex, we're here. We're here for the sealed advice here. 100 points, cosmic energy. I guess Terex is the up close version of the cosmic energy grouping in this set. So 12 charge flying, 11 attack special, which is this is big. Quake, Giant Reach 3. When Terex uses Quake, after resolutions generate a blocking terrain marker adjacent to each hit character. At the beginning of your turn, remove all blocking terrain markers generated this way. So this person is a 12 flying charge running through blocking, matches improved movement, 11 attack, that special Quake Giant Reach 3, 18 invincible. Um, at the very end of his dial, he does have a stop click, invulnerability, regeneration. Not as impressive as the last cosmic energy, but what do you think of that? Can you use Giant Reach 3 and Quake at the same time?
Well, yeah, of course you
So
can.
charging
Why?
6, attacking 3 more away from that, so 9 reach.
Yeah, he's
But it's
okay. Like not
Quake's
bad.
2 Quake's 2 damage on one dude, 4 if you target one, right?
Yeah. So he can hit a bunch of dudes, deal them all two, knock them back, or hit one for 4 and knock them back and create a barrier.
Yeah, not as impressive as the last one. So like the
No,
4,
chart figures rarely are, but
yeah, I know.
he's okay for 100 points. I would give him a solid 3. I'm gonna probably play him if I get a chance.
Okay, solid 3. I'll go with that. 4 solid 3. I'll
5
have fun.
clicks of movement charge is really good for a close combat figure.
Yeah, the stop's nice too, especially with regeneration. If you got nothing
Yeah.
to do, just regenerate, and then they have to hit that stop click again.
Yeah, he's good enough.
Good enough. Are we on the super rares now?
We are on the super rares, and I get the first one, which is Herbie. So Herbie is perhaps will change the way the game is played. Have you
Ooh.
looked at Herbie yet?
I've looked at it a bit, and I think we're talking about the mission points that I
We
still have to
are.
wrap my head around.
So basically, mission points are things that certain characters give you for doing certain things, and when you get 20 of them, you win the game. So in
So
this case,
go on.
Herbie gets them whenever one of your sidekicks would be KO'd. Instead, you roll a d6 on a 4 to 6. You save that sidekick from dying and gain 2 mission points.
So basically, Herbie needs sidekicks to collect mission points.
Yes. And they need to roll a 1 or 50-50 roll.
Okay, so I don't know how often he'll be collecting mission points.
No, you're not going to. If you're just playing Herbie, you're not going to be winning. They need to kill 10 sidekicks, and you need to roll each time to do that.
Well,
But
yeah.
he's still really good for 30 points to potentially save all your sidekicks, and also as a perplex, and he's tiny, so he's not doing anything else. So 30 points for perplex, and also a 50% chance to save any of your sidekicks.
Okay. 30 points, tiny size, not blocking line of fire, got to perplex. Honestly, do you think you're ever winning on mission points with this guy?
No, but it allows you to be really aggressive with your sidekicks, right?
Yeah, and honestly, like you're gonna use that effect every turn either way. You're gonna let that person waste an action attacking a sidekick, and then it's gonna hurt that much more if you could save that sidekick's life.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's I don't know.
Here's another really weird thing about it, though. It says whenever a sidekick would be KO'd by an opposing effect. It does not say whenever a friendly sidekick.
You think they actually put that on that on purpose? That if you go and
No.
kill, attack another person's sidekick, you could even use this trait for your opponent's sidekick?
Yeah. I think you could, the way it's worded right now. I do not think that's the intention.
Because I'm not going to lie, if you can do that for your opponents, you might actually be able to win
Yeah,
with
because
20 mission points.
you kill one of their sidekicks, you place it adjacent to Herbie, then you kill it again and place it adjacent to Herbie.
Yeah, just keep trying, like in one turn, gain 6 mission points.
The other thing is that he has a trait that gives one friendly character named Mr. Fantastic the ultimate nullifier equipment, but he does not come with the ultimate nullifier, so I don't know why he didn't come with the ultimate nullifier.
Honestly, I don't know if he's honestly. He's all just mission point based. I don't know what else he's doing.
I mean, he's saving your sidekicks, right?
I suppose. Maybe just look at it that way. He's saving your sidekicks.
30 points for perplex that also saves all your sidekicks from dying 50% of the time.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I think he's a solid 4. I think if you have a chance to be really aggressive with sidekicks and keep them alive, that's a really like worthwhile thing to do.
Good thing he's unique. I could see that being abused.
Just like those old Ultrons.
Oh, yeah, those effing Ultrons.
Okay, tell me about our title character.
Susan, Queen of Atlantis. So is this from like a different, like a alternate reality?
Perhaps.
Okay, so this is our title character. As usual, title characters really don't come with special powers on their dial. So 70 points, you get 7 clicks of full dial sidestep, TK at the top, 18 invuln at the top, and 3 leadership at the top. She turns into a sidestepping and capper at the end, 19 defend with outwit. But let's talk about those title things. She actually starts with 2 plot points. When she is KO'd, opposing characters gain the dolphin symbol for the rest of the game. I don't think anyone's sweating that.
No, that does not matter.
No, it does not matter. So she, for +1 plot points, she has free generate 2 water terrain markers in Susan Square and or adjacent squares. Until your next turn, friendly characters occupying water terrain modify defense +1, and each time a friendly character occupying water terrain is missed by an attack, heal that character or Susan 1 click. So you're giving her special like +1 defense and one of her friends beside her +1 defense.
Yeah. +2 if they're attacking you from range. Oh, she actually isn't a dolphin. Never
No,
mind.
she flies.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. She's not a dolphin figure, but she makes water, so she doesn't even get the benefit of being in the water. Oh my god, that's so dumb.
Okay. Do I continue or do I just let you rant? Are we gonna have another
No, continue.
Stewart's rants?
Like, keep going.
Okay. So for -X, so whatever you want to spend, free generate X water train markers in Susan's square and or adjacent squares, where X is the number of power or points you use for this action. If 1 plus plot points are spent for this action, this turn when a friendly character that has dolphin symbol, not her, or the Atlantis keyword, okay, that's her, occupying water train hits, gain 1 plot point. That seems like a lot of. I don't know why you'd use it. -1 to potentially get it back. Okay,
I
and then
mean,
her that
if
last
you
one
could set up some
-2.
abilities, then maybe, right? If you had
Yeah.
a couple Atlantis characters, which there are other Atlantis characters in this set.
Are there?
Yeah, there's some of the sidekicks. I think
Okay.
Vic.
Okay. So she'll have a niche use. -2 plot points. Free. Gain 1 mission point. Yay! For each water train marker generated by Susan. That isn't a generated by Susan. That isn't a square closer to an opponent's starting area than yours. Okay. Wait. You only get to use 1 title effect per turn, right?
Yes.
So when she generates these water trains, I'm guessing they stay?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, if you spend a bunch of time putting on a bunch of water terrain that is closer to your opponent's side of the map, then you use this, you're going to get 1 mission point per water terrain.
Yes.
And then again, if she gets 20 mission points, you win.
Yeah. So 7 turns will get you 20. Will get you enough.
So you did the math.
Yeah.
Holy geez. So she only has one way to gain. Oh, she got the. Stuart, I think she sucks.
I don't think she sucks. I just don't think she's good.
Ah,
19 defense down the dial, right?
I suppose, but she's
If she had
so
the dolphin symbol,
she doesn't have the dolphin symbol, and then when she dies, she gives you the dolphin symbol, and it's like, okay,
yeah, that's the thing. You're like, okay, I might play this figure because if they die, like nothing happens.
this is a 2.
I think it might be a 3. I think there's the potential for her to do okay. I think her being able to heal whenever someone misses her and having a 19 defense and sealed is pretty big.
If you're there, I'm just not attacking you, and then you used your title thing, so now you're taking a damage because you did an attack.
Yeah, but now if you attack her or this other person I put into water, she's going to heal a click.
She might be my least favorite title character, like since Xavier the Dreamer.
Yes, nothing's worse than him. He's the
Oh,
worst
he was
title
so
character.
bad. But this one, just and I actually like Namor in Atlantis. I find him very interesting. And then, here's a piece that could be really fun with Namor, and you're just like,
Because if you can get the problem is she only makes 2 water trains. If she made 3, you could spend 3 turns or 2 turns. No, you have to spend 3 turns doing it, and you'd get 9, and then you could spend 3 turns taking away points, and then she would succeed, and it would be done.
I think. Well, I would be fine with 2 if you could generate them anywhere. You want this one? It says you have to be in her square or adjacent, and that's it. So now you have
That's
to go
I'm
put
fine with
her
that.
over there.
Yeah, and she has a 19 defense, and she's protecting one other person. You know, she gets those last 2 clicks, and she's giving out 20 defense to her and adjacent character.
Oh, dude, if those 2 were up front, this would be way better.
If she had the dolphin symbol, so she would actually get a +2 defense from range when she was in water, that'd be great.
2 for me.
I'm gonna go up to a 3 because I don't think her dial's terrible.
Okay, you
I don't
might be
like
right.
her. I just
Just the
think,
weirdest title character. Go on.
how often do you see a character with 19 defense in sealed, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty good. 19's not bad. And then if you can spend enough time, then perhaps you get her up to like however many squares, 5, 6. Let's say we get 6 squares of water terrain. So turn 3, and then turn 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You could probably actually get 20 mission points.
okay.
It's so bad. It's like you're never winning with her with mission points. Like that's just not happening. If
No.
you pull her and Herbie, then you have a chance.
Yep, just her with your water and then saving your sidekicks. Her, Herbie,
Yeah,
and nothing but sidekicks.
because yeah, you just defend her with all these sidekicks, and what are they gonna do?
So that's her and Herbie for 100 points. So you need about 12 sidekicks.
I mean, even 12. That's you probably could get more than that if you tried.
Well, with 2 boosters, I don't know if you're getting 12 of anything.
That's true. I think you could. It's not great. It's hard. It's hard. I think she's a fine figure by herself. Like if she was an uncommon with exactly the same stuff, and minus her, get rid of the mission point stuff. Just she makes 2 squares of water that heal her and modify her defense by +1. I think you would be like, yeah, this is a solid 3. I think it's just because she's a super rare and a bad title character that you're putting it down to a 2.
I am. Absolutely. What's my super rare? Oh.
Yeah,
Xavier
I
Dreamer.
I don't disagree.
Uh,
I remember the HeroClix Italy opening. They got two of her in one brick.
oh, what?
It was I think fourth super rare, but imagine the super rare you get two of is her.
I know, I know, I know. You.
Anyways, I do Blackbeard, don't I?
Yes, you do. You got a beard
Okay, so
too. It's just so
this is
copacetic.
apparently this is the thing. I don't know anything about. So he's 90 points for 7 clicks. His defense power is Mastermind down the dial. He's a special attack power, which is there's only a dozen of them. I've got him outnumbered. Quake, super strength. When he uses Quake, if he occupies water terrain, each hit character is dealt his printed damage. Well, unless you pull the previous character, you're not going to have water terrain. And
No,
then
do we
his
know what the
damage
maps
power
look like?
is yes, but I don't remember what they are. I don't think there's water terrain though.
Okay, okay.
And his damage power is Empower, Leadership, Shape Change. He's a Charge Quaker. And then, of course, he does get the Stones of Merlin, which gives him Invincible. And then after resolutions, when this character is hit with an attack, roll a d6 on a 1 or 2. After resolutions, unequip this object, and your opponent places it in a square of water terrain, or up to 6 squares if there's no water terrain. He does increase this roll by 1, but basically he's like a 90-point invincible character that on a 1 loses invincible for the rest of the game. Not great. And then during force construction, characters with the dolphin symbol gain the pirate keyword, and friendly characters with the pirate keyword that occupy water terrain modify attack by +1. So this guy sucks. He's so bad. He's a 90-point charge figure that needs water to be good, and then it's not going to have water. And then invincible, but only if he doesn't roll a 1 after getting hit.
What you do, Stuart, is you pull this guy, you pull Herbie, and then you fill your team with sidekicks, and just have sidekicks beside this guy over and over again.
So you're masterminding to them. But there's other characters with mastermind. Blackbeard actually does not benefit from sidekicks at all. He's still
No.
like
The
a shitty
sidekicks
attacker.
benefit from dying, and then Herbie brings them back for your mission points.
Yeah, why don't you just put him beside any other figure then? Like at least Susan has decent range, some okay attack values, and TK up front. And she's also 20 points less than this guy. Who there's like imagine you're going to hit him and you roll a 1 and it's like, okay, well then he's just dead for the rest of the game because I'm not going to be masterminding my 11-4 90-point close attacker.
How often do you think you're going to roll a 1?
I'm going to say 1 in 6 times.
Oh, good math. Good math.
Can I also just say the Stones of Merlin suck? 10 points for Invincible that 1 in 3 times goes away?
Yeah. The shape change is nice.
I mean, it's like, would you ever just play the Stones of Merlin in Constructed?
No. I don't care for it.
That's bad.
No.
This is bad.
In sealed, I'd give
are...
this guy a chance, like a 2 out of 5. I'd like to see what a whole dial of shape change Invincible could get me.
He doesn't have full dial of shape change. He only has 4 clicks of shape change.
For 4 clicks. It's the charge super strength I like if it's and it's in.
If you like it, then play any of the other things in this set.
I know, but I'm trying to put an argument forward for this guy. I already said he's a 2 out of 5.
She-Hulk has that, and she's 75 points.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't lose her powers on just random attacks. Like, you could just poke this guy with, like, Igor the monkey, and then he loses invincible for the rest of the game.
On a 1?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Like, it still sucks.
You make it sound like it's such a guarantee that you're going to lose it.
No, I just mean, he doesn't have a good dial in the first place. his dial is fine for 90 points. Giving him invincible on top of it that you can potentially lose is not making me like it anymore.
So here's the thing. If I just keep masterminding your stuff, do I have to roll for the Merlin thing?
I don't think so.
See, that's what I'm getting at.
But then you're still masterminding a lot of damage to a character who is not worth masterminding damage from.
It's one of those like I mastermind this away. I keep my invincible. I'm still 11 attack, super strengthening, shape changing.
I mean, outwit, right?
Yeah, you're right. They would have to be forced to use an outwit, and it's like, are you going to use it on my shape change so you could actually hit me? Are you going to use it on my invincible so you do damage to me? Are you going to use it on my mastermind so I just pass it off in the first place?
Or you can use it on your charge and just let him just sit there.
Oh yeah, but
I just like I don't think this figure is very good. I give him a
I
2
think
at
the
max, yeah.
mastermind will play some tricks. I want to see him play.
But I just don't think the invincible helps very much.
Let's
Either
go to
you're going to be
Invincible
using your
Boy.
mastermind.
Mastermind is one of the most frustrating powers to face against.
Yeah, until you kill all his mastermind fodder, and then he's just a regular charge figure.
Like I said, just put him with Herbie and a shitload of sidekicks. Go win off of mission points.
Okay, tell me about Invisible Boy. It's your turn.
Johnny Storm, Cosmic Johnny Storm, Fantastic Four Cosmic Johnny Storm, who's 100.6 range for 7 clicks. Pretty straightforward dial, just a 10 running shot and 18 invincible top click, and then sidestep impervious in the middle. This Invisible Boy gets to see through hindering when attacking, so that's rare in this set, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. Anywho, this makes it better for everyone. Opposing characters within 6 squares can't use stealth. So if you're in 6 squares of invisible, they just can't use stealth. And another trait, energy shield deflection super senses. Holy crap. When Invisible Boy uses super senses and succeeds, after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. This person's running around with 18 invincible energy shield super senses?
Yeah.
Shooting into stealth?
He's crazy. Not very invisible, though.
No. If anything, he's making more people visible.
I think that's the point of his power, yeah. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I don't know anything about him, but seems
That's
hard to kill.
Yeah, he's hard to hit. All those fun guys you were trying to keep in stealth to just do like little shenanigans. Well, now you could see him, so now you could shoot him.
So here's my question for you about him.
Okay.
If you pulled him as your super rare in your brick, would you be happy about it? Do you think he's a good super rare?
Well, all 4 of the keywords are not things I really play. And this is my brick, so like my collect, I'm just buying to collect.
Like clearly he's good to pull and sealed. Like you're gonna be happy to run him, and he's gonna do a lot of stuff, good stuff. But like as a super rare, do you think he's a good super rare?
Oh, so you're saying like is he worth the super rare designation, or could you put this guy in rare and get away with it?
Exactly.
I can agree with that. It's not like super rare quality for super rares in this set. It sounds like, yeah, it's a good super rare to pull in this sealed environment.
I'm disappointed by his dial. Like, there's just not a lot going on for super rare.
Nah.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great sealed figure.
Yeah. 4 out of 5? 5 out of 5?
I think probably 4. He's hard to kill, but there's that lady who pulse waves. What's her name? Stardust?
Oh.
Yeah. She's so much better than him. Same amount of points.
I'll give it a 4. In a seal tournament, if there were big prizes on the line, I'd love to see this guy.
Agreed. So next we have Silver Savage, who is Silver Surfer, apparently gone savage. So he has I don't know anything about him. He's basically 100 points for 8 clicks with a stop click on click 6. His first 5 are all very close range. He's Battle Fury, so he can't use that great 8 range on him. He's Charge Quake, then he turns into Flurry. It's not impressive, but we don't have to worry too much about it because he does have a stop click. And when he reaches that stop click, he gets invincible. And when it's first revealed, he can't be healed above this click, but he gets the Silver Surfboard, which gives him hypersonic speed.
Oh,
And he
is
removes an
that
action token from all friendly characters. Wow. Okay. And then the 3 clicks after that are Sidestep, Precision Strike, Hypersonic Speed. And then his other 2 are Steel Energy with close or ranged attacks. So he's just going back up to that stop click every time. Getting in 3 clicks of Invincible. He's good. He's super, super good. You get like
what's
5
with the
clicks of mediocre
hypersonic
close.
speed surfboard? When an equipped
Yeah,
character with the cosmic keyword uses give that character an action tool.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing for
without
him.
the cosmic keyword. Okay. I read that wrong.
So he's just this great hypersonic figure who can heal off his hypersonic after he takes damage.
He can?
Yeah, because his last 2 clicks let him heal back to that stop click. So he's always gonna have hypersonic, sidestep, precision strike, great damage values. He's like 5 clicks of mediocre close combat, and then turns into a fantastic hypersonic figure.
Honestly, I think that's what makes him. He's a pretty solid up close, knowing what he turns into.
Yeah, he's not a figure like if you're playing against a bad player, they will not use that first 5 clicks well, and you can just ignore it. But if you're playing against a good player, that guy's in your face, disrupting you, killing you, and you have to turn him to that hypersonic figure.
That's what I mean. It's like, holy crap, are you seeing that guy's stats? Even though he's up close, like he's charging 6, he's attacking for 12. It's 4 damage battle theory throughout the whole thing. So
Yeah,
then
if you're playing
that's
against him, knock him to flurry and then just avoid him, right?
well, you hope, yeah. 11 attack for 4 damage flurry would be insane. And then he turns into that amazing hypersonicer.
Yeah, you need to knock him to that stop click and then deal him 5 damage to kill him in that turn.
Oh, he's really good.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. He's a 5.
Yeah, I would love to pull this guy in my brick or sealed.
Can I talk about
Wow.
Uatu and you can talk about the next 2? Oh no.
Okay, fine. You could have all the juicy
You
ones.
can talk about Uatu because my favorite character is actually a little bit below Uatu.
I was actually hoping you'd read Owatu because I would end up asking you questions anyway to verify stuff.
Sounds good. So Uatu is 30 points for a 12 range, 5 clicks, 0 attack, top dial, 0 damage, top dial. Not impressive. 19 defense, though. And as he takes damage, as you have to push him because no one's going to attack him, he slowly increases his damage value until he gets to the last click, which is a 15 super senses, 12 attack, 4 damage, which is amazing with the 12 range, right?
Mm-hmm.
But really what he has is a single trait. Whenever a character within range uses probability control and the finalized result is different from the original result, a result before any rerolls, after resolutions gain 1 mission point. So if someone attacks and you prob it with him and it becomes a miss, you get a mission point.
Okay,
And
so
if someone
that's what
breaks
that
away,
wording means is if you're rolling to breakaway and you succeeded on breakaway, but then he changes it that you failed, then he gets a mission point.
definitely that. Yes, that's kind of what it suggests. A miss becomes a hit, a successful breakaway becomes a failed breakaway. So the actual result has to change, not just the result of the die.
Exactly. There you go.
Probability control down his whole dial, and he can't be outwit. So he's going to be, and he's a giant. So he's just going to be standing in the back, probbing every single thing once per turn. And if you turn a miss to a hit, oh, there's a mission point. You're not going to win with mission points. It's a stretch. But this is 30-point prob with 12 range that cannot be blocked outside. And then he also comes with the ultimate nullifier. It doesn't come equipped with it, just comes in the booster with him. Probably should come with Herbie. Who knows why it did. Ultimate nullifier is 10 points, and it is incredible. So it's a power action. You choose an opposing character within 6 squares in line of fire, and then choose a number between 1 and 6, and then roll a die. If the result is higher than the die, you deal X damage to the chosen character. If the result is lower, you deal X damage to this character, which is the X being the number you chose. And if the result is equal to X, deal X damage to both characters. So if you choose a 1 and you roll anything higher than a 1, you deal 1 damage to the character you chose. If you choose a 6 and you roll anything but a 6, the character that you have is taking the damage. And if you choose a 3 and then you roll a 3, both characters are taking 3 damage.
Jesus.
It's weird, but I love it.
What a risk.
It's so good. So I just to talk about constructed for a little bit. I really want to put this on one of the Danger Room figures.
Oh, because they'd only end up taking one at most anyway.
Yeah, and then you choose 4, and you're just 50% of the time you're doing 4 damage to a chosen character.
Jesus. It's regular damage, not penetrating or anything?
Yeah, just regular damage, but 4 regular damage from a power action is decent. And on this, you can put it on him if you want. He has invuln top 2 clicks, so you can be choosing 3 and just pushing it through his dial really quick.
But it says within 6 squares, so would his 12 range even matter?
No, but it matters for the prob. You move up the next turn, you choose a character and potentially do 6 damage to him.
Yeah, fair enough. What do you give this guy?
I think he's a 5 because I think 30-point prob with 12 range that's a giant is just good.
Okay. I'll go with 5.
Because here's the other thing. Not that I think he'll win with mission points, but if your opponent misses an attack and then probs it into a hit, you get a mission point.
Oh, I see. So even if it works out for them, it works out for you.
Yeah. It's still 20. 20 is a lot. It's a lot of probs that have to change stuff. But when your opponents can give it to you, and you could have it happen 3 times a turn, it becomes a lot easier.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going with Griever here. Real name unknown. Cosmic energy, team ability, 8 range, 2 targets. You get 100 or 50 points starting clicks. At 100, actually, the only difference is at 100, you get 18 invincible. At 50, you get 18 impervious. Other than that, it's a 9 or 10 running shot, 11 pen psi, or a 4 damage outwit, or a 3 damage outwit. Griever has a trait. Terrain markers and objects cannot be generated into squares within 6 squares of Griever. So no smoke cloud beside him. I don't know if anyone generates objects in this, but not beside him. And then Griever has a stop click at the very end. Stop, invulnerability, regeneration. So running shotter for 8 squares. Can't see through hindering. I don't know. Pretty. Is this another one of those yeah, you could have made him a rare?
Yeah. I think his 50 points are good. I don't know. He's fine. Now, the interesting thing is with the new wording that was released today, does that mean that when someone drops an object and it gets generated beside them, that it just dies? I don't know. We'll have to see. Who knows how the new rules are going to work with any of this stuff? But yeah, play him 50 points. You get a stop click. It's pretty good values. Play him 100 points. You get pretty generic figure.
3 out of 5.
Okay, Psycho Man. This is my favorite super rare.
Ooh.
I love Psycho Man. So
I don't
Psycho
even know
Man.
who this is.
No clue. I have no idea either. I love his dial though. So he's 6 clicks for 75 points, which is weird in this set. Yeah. He has mind control, incap, 6 range, 2 targets. He has invuln, no willpower. And he has 3 special defense. Clicks as special defense for sure, outwit and shape change. His dial is bad for 75 points. Just straight up bad. But he does come with an object called the emotional modifier. And with the emotional modifier, it gives you 3 choices. You choose free. One gets used till the end of the turn. Opposing characters within 4 squares modify defense by -1. Opposing characters within 4 squares modify attack by -1. Or opposing characters within 4 squares in line of fire can use battle fury. With him, it makes it 8 squares instead of 4. So basically, you put him in the back. All of your opponents within 8 of him get -1 attack. Or if you're attacking, they get -1 defense. Or if you want to be really weird, you give them all battle fury, and now they can't shoot at you.
Oh, so you don't even need line of fire on these guys.
You do for the battle fury, but it's really with 8 range, it's hard not to be in line of fire, right? Because if you're blocking line of fire to him, you can't shoot him.
Yeah, but if I'm just 8 squares away and then everyone, your whole team's within 8 squares, I'm saying, yeah, all you get -1 attack.
Yeah, like all of the options are great.
Huh. 75 points for that.
75 points for a mediocre dial, but all of your opponent's characters get -1 attack for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's how you have to think about it. Those
The Battle
18,
Fury
his
one's the
top
most
18
exciting one.
defense looks very nice when everyone's down in attack.
Yep. And if against the right team that's like depending on some ranged attack, giving them Battle Fury just cuts them off.
Yeah, and you just have to sit still. I think that's the cool thing. Just park yourself in a nice little 8 square radius and just keep using it.
Yeah, and you can't outwit it because it's coming from the object, not from his powers.
No, that's really good.
Stardust now, she can't do anything.
No? Oh, no.
She has 6 range.
Oh. Well, she could place the pulse waving within 6, so
As
technically
long
9.
as she, as long as yeah, she wasn't within 8 in line of fire of him. So if she was like just out of range or behind a wall and kind of like doing some clever stuff, but like all of the strongest figures in the set suddenly can't shoot him, right?
Yeah, you don't want to go up and punch him now.
The emotional modifier is definitely a object I will be using in constructed too. I just think it's fun.
Well, at least this isn't the super rare prime.
No, I love so Psycho Man. I would give a solid, maybe just a 3, maybe a 4. I think if you're smart with your usage of his like object, you can basically win the game.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what's going to put it at a 4 for me. I think even the rookiest of rookie players will be like, oh, I'm just going to park myself over here and just keep minusing your attack.
Yeah, and even now, if you have a team of really weak sidekicks, you basically just gave them all +1 attack.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's really good. He might
Yeah,
ruin
so
your
Psycho Man's
team, but yeah.
I don't care. I'll
Yeah.
play him regardless. I love him. Tell me about Puppet Master.
Another person I don't know, team ability team player, so you could steal things if you want. 40 points for 5 clicks. Hey, guess what? For these 5 clicks, 12 attacks across the board. Why does that matter? We'll get to it. So, simple dial, 6 stealth, 12 attack precision strikes, 17 super senses, 1 shape change. So this person's attacking for 12 pen or precision strike and has the super senses shape change thing for 40 points. Puppet Master may start the game with the 007 radioactive clay equipped. When he uses it, its effects does not KO after he hits with it. Whoa. What does this thing do? Effect, mind control with a range of 10. Okay. But only to target a single opposing character. Oh. When this character uses it, they can use improved targeting, everything. Elevated, hindering, blocking. And when they hit, after instance, KO radioactive clay. But you don't have to for this person. So this person for 40 points gets to hide in a bush, do 12 attack mind control, and then when you do get up to attack him, he gets a 17 super senses and shape change, which you did not outwit because he's in a bush. That's really nice.
Oh yeah.
12 range, 10 range. You're going to see him and you're going to mind control him. That's like that freaking 50-point Xavier I loved who just had like 8 range or 10 range mind control and can only move them. This person, you get to target one with 12 attack, you're probably hitting.
Yeah. It's good.
That's really good. 4 out of 5?
I think he's significantly worse in sealed where people might not have good attackers.
I think it's going to be the other way around where people are going to at least want one really good attacker. And now you're using Puppet Master to use their
You
one
want
good
one.
attacker against them.
You want one. You might not pull one though.
I know it. Well, dude, that's what we're gonna when we surmise this set. I'm bringing that up, but this guy's gonna choose whoever he wants and basically mind control him.
I think in a different set, this guy's a 5. I think in this set, he might end up being a 3.
Okay, wow.
I think against certain, I think in certain teams, he's just going to be mind controlling like Vic to do 2 damage to another bystander or sidekick.
Yeah, it's one of those like A lot of the set you're doing 2 damage anyway with your sidekicks.
Yeah, so he's good for 40 points. Like
Yeah,
he's a 4 because I don't see any way I wouldn't play him.
that's what I mean. When you have 12
Maybe
attacks across the board,
if I had a really good Fantastic Four theme team, then I might not play Puppet Master.
fair. I just can't look at 12 attacks for 40 points and just go, no, no.
Through blocking.
Yeah, through blocking. Like, you have to go after him. You can't hide behind a wall.
Let's talk high evolutionary. So high evolutionary is a big thing is that he evolves stuff, makes it more impressive. I think he's like now technically he's created like a bunch of characters that we know. I think he made Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch at one point. I don't know. Clearly, I should not talk about it because I do not know for sure. He comes in at 125 points for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clicks, or 30 points for 2 clicks. He starts either way with 11 attack running shot and probability control. You gotta love that. Hard to complain. At 125, he has 2 stop clicks. At 30, he has 1, and the stop invincible super senses, which is a good stop click. He has a sideline active trait against Cosmic, but you're not going to use it because you're always going to be playing him. And he also starts with the Isotope E object, which allows you to switch out a character on your force with a character from your sideline of the same name and point value. And if you do, your opponent scores 15 points. You're not going to do that in sealed. It's just there's no value in it. Anyways, he's just a really strong dial, really hard to kill. I wouldn't hate playing him at 30, where he's like the strongest, hardest to kill 30 points he'll ever play.
Yeah, I'll probably just play him at 30 because you just get your running shot Pensai and a stop click. And it's what? Prob before you get hurt and then outwit once you get hurt.
Yeah, it's so good. He's pretty straightforward. Like I could see him being either way. You're gonna end up playing him.
Well, yeah, he's a Fantastic Four keyword, and if you have room for 30 points. I think the real question is, would you ever play him at 125?
Yeah, I absolutely think that sometimes you play him at 125. You get pushed to that stop click, and now they're trying to hit a 19 invincible super senses.
And they can't outwit it.
Yeah, so he's a great 30 point. He's a decent 125 point. You're not unhappy either way, right?
Yeah. He's going to be a 4 out of 5 for me just because you're going to fit him on your Fantastic Four team.
Great. Yeah, he's good, but he's not exceptional in any real way.
Oh, I get the prime high evolutionary. Massive difference with point values, eh? So this guy, who his unprimed version was a power cosmic or cosmic energy, my bad. He's not on this one. This guy is a 40 pointer or a 20 pointer. At 40, you get 5 clicks with 8 stealth, 11 precision, 18 defend, 3 empower. And at 20, you get 8 stealth, 11 precision, 18 defend, and 2 support. So traits galore on this person. Traits: when establishing theme teams, you may treat the animal keyword as a named keyword. Yay! That doesn't mean anything now. My Isotope A can jumpstart the next step of evolution. He starts with Isotope A. When he uses its effects, he may target other characters with the animal keyword. He may still use it to target himself as normal. Let's jump there. What does this Isotope A do? Perplex, but only to target this character. When this character uses it, if this character has the animal keyword, modify the chosen value by +2. So can he choose an animal with him using it? Can he choose a different animal and still get the +2, or is the +2 just for him?
It could be for other people.
Ooh, other animals get +2s. Nice. Anyway, he has a third trait, leadership. When he uses it and succeeds, also remove an action token from another friendly character within range with the animal keyword, which means he could be for himself. And yes, he does have a stop click. At 40, you get 2 of them. At 20, you get 1. Stop, super senses. When this click is fierce revealed, place high evolutionary in any square on the map. So he is running around perplexing himself and animals, and what else is he doing other than that?
That's a good question. He's not much.
No.
He can perplex up his damage to a 4.
Yeah, I suppose so. He flies. He hides in a bush. So
He's
he's
bad. He's a 2.
so it's really weird, especially in this set.
I mean, that's why primes exist, right? Few people get them, and they're really effective in certain ways, but they're not something you need to every single time, right?
The +2 perplex is options. I guess I'll put it that way. If you run him, you always have to remember you got some value you could bump up by 2 before you decide what to do.
They're only on him.
Yeah, but still, I a 4 damage, 5 damage, 13 attack, 20 defense. A weird dial.
I don't can't see myself really playing him.
I'll give him
Like
a
if I
2.
pull him, yeah, if I pull him, I don't think I'm gonna be playing him. He breaks your theme team, and he's a mediocre dial that you could potentially boost up a value, one value to interesting heights. But I guess for 40, he's so hard to kill. Yeah, but I'm not playing. Just ignore him. Yeah. Okay, I
This
get
guy's going to get played
victorious.
just because he's a super rare prime. That's how I'm putting it.
Not by me.
Well, not by you. Look at this
So
manly man
victorious.
passing up the super rare prime.
Well, I'll take it. I'm just not playing it.
Anywho, victorious.
So victorious is the third super rare that I feel like could have been a rare. They have defend, but only to replace the defense value of characters with Doom in their name, and their defense is 18, so they're not sharing anything too spectacular to a Doom. They have a special defense power at the beginning, impervious. When they move after resolutions, you can use energy shield until your next turn. And then otherwise, she's just a pretty straightforward ranged attacker for 110 points with running shot, then Pensai, and then running shot, pulse wave, and then finally 2 clicks of hypersonic speed and perplex.
2.
It, 2.
Yeah.
It's
That
not a
special
2.
defense, that impervious. Oh no, she's got cosmic energy. Okay, she's a 3.
Yeah. Maybe even a 4 because it plays well, right? It's a good ranged attacker that's hard to kill in this set, and it's set full of like things with low attack, low damage values. There's a majority of the figures in common that can't hurt her with her
Oh,
impervious, and she's just a decent ranged attacker. Like she's a boring dial, but I think she plays at a 4 level.
I'll whatever. Take it. I don't you're right. She's a rare though. It's like one of those okay,
Yeah, you
not too many
pull her in your
tricks.
brick and you go, ugh, she's gonna be sharing an 18 to my dooms that are all higher than 18
Yeah, exactly.
or
Maybe your Doom
18.
bots. Maybe that's what she's there for. The Doom bots.
Oh yeah, she does defend doom bots.
That counts,
Anyways,
right?
tell me about the marquee.
Okay, Marquis of Death. That's a cool name. That's a pro wrestling name. I'm gonna remember that. So it comes in at 200 or 60. Oh, for 200 you get a whole 10 clicks. For 60 you get 4. Cosmic energy. Man, there's a lot of cosmic energy in this super rare little pool here. Hey. Marquis of Death comes with improved targeting characters, which is great because Clyde, he comes with a range of 10 and 2 targets. His trait: each time an opposing character heals, give Marquis of Death a false hope token, Pulse Wave. When Marquis of Death uses it, you may remove any number of those false hope tokens. If you do, each hit character is dealt X damage instead, where X is the number of tokens removed. So you have to depend on your opposing character's healing a bit. I don't like that. Special attack down the dial. Energy explosion. When Marquis of Death uses it, for each hit target you may choose that one are healed 1 click instead of being dealt damage. Oh, you get to choose to heal them. Energy explosion, 2 targets. Well, you actually get a lot of options there. And then you get what is it? 200 points. You get 3 stop clicks. At 60, you get 1, and the stop is just stop invincible. So this person is a sidestepper with this 10 range, 18 invincible on both 260, prob on both 260, just one's 4 and one's 3. I don't know. This is a very interesting character. Because when you're playing at
Yeah.
200, you're like, hey, look at this 12 attack, 4 damage. Can't wait to use Pulse Wave. Hard to Pulse Wave just bad guys and with a sidestep 10 range. At 60, I don't know. Stuart, I don't know. I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like him that much. I think like 60, you're not unhappy about it, and you hope that your opponents have a way to heal, which there aren't that many in the set.
He gets the option, but that's where you're like, at 200 points, do I really want people to be healing? And at 200 points, do I want to be wasting attack to
To
energy
heal.
explode for 2, and then half of them don't even get hurt, just so I could
Let's.
eventually get this pulse wave off?
I think ideally what you do is hopefully your opponents like push all of their characters, and then you energy explode them, and you heal 6 of their characters, and you get 6 tokens, and then you pulse wave and deal 6 to everything.
Do they do okay? That's what I was going to get at. My question is, if I choose to heal them in their top click, do they not heal? Hence, I don't get my false hope token.
Yes, I don't. I think they need to heal.
They actually need to heal a click for that to work.
Yes.
Ugh, that hinders that a lot.
Yeah. I
Because
give
if
him a 3.
actually, I'm going to just give this guy a wild card. Listeners, if you play this guy, tell me how it went.
Can't
I
give him
have
a
no idea.
wild card. You're the expert advice here. You have to give your number.
Oh, dude, my number is like, I look at how it works at 200 points and I'm like, oh, why would you do that? 2. And then you look at it at 60 and you're like, okay, that's not bad. I'd probably just play this guy at 60 and give it a 3.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Is that 60-point dial is 3 for me, and in the off chance that they heal all of their characters and you get 7 pulse wave tokens and you pulse wave all of their characters for 7 and kill them in a single turn, that's exciting. It's not going to happen, but it's exciting.
Dude, that 200 dial, you hit that guy off, like his first stop click, he lands on mind control. Nothing's worse than using mind control on on your 200 point dude.
It's not great, but the other thing is, can you get through him in a 45-minute game?
So it's point denial. So you're saying like, oh, it's point denial.
I think probably could, but
I think I don't know. This
I
is the
don't think
guy
he's.
I want my 40 point mind controller. Mind controlling this dude just so he could go hit like his other dudes.
Yeah, because then he's moving 5 and then attacking, unlike himself, where if he's not
Exactly.
being mind controlled, he's just standing still.
Yeah.
Put someone in stealth, and this guy's just, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. 8 spaces
So
away.
it's
I'm just
false
gonna
wave.
see through everything and mind control this Marquis of Death guy.
Yeah, I think he's fine, but I don't think he's great. Anyways,
Okay.
we're in the chases now. So this time, I think we should actually rate the chases because I don't think the chases by themselves are all fantastic.
I think I think the fun thing about this, and I'm guessing this is what people are gonna do, is like they can all switch in and out, can't they, with each other?
Yeah, they can. They, if you pull 2 of them in sealed, though, then you're doesn't matter if you win, right?
If you pull 2 of these in sealed, man, you just let everyone else win because you already won for that day.
Yeah. So let's talk about them because I don't think any of them are chase level power for the most part,
Just
at
on their
least
own.
in sealed. Yeah. So like the first one, Doctor Doom, 150 or 75 for 10 or 6 clicks. He has a special trait. He comes with a time platform, which is an object that is confusing, but we'll talk about it.
I gotta go to the washroom, man.
So let me talk about this while Dennis is gone. So talking about the first chase, it's Doctor Doom. Comes with the time platform. Let's talk about the time platform because it is an exceptionally confusing item. Maybe not that. When the character hits a single opposing character, instead of normal damage, you may place the hit character in its starting area. When this character would take damage, you may instead place them in your starting area, and after resolution, steal them one unavoidable damage and KO the time platform. So basically, this gives Doctor Doom a one-time get out of jail free card where he's going to take a bunch of damage. He instead destroys the time platform, gets placed in the starting area, takes a click, gives your opponents 10 points. It's an option. In terms of his other traits, free, you can remove the time platform to equip him with an equipment of 10 points or less on an opponent's force, which could be possible because there's a lot of equipment in the set. Not all of it's 10 points, though. You would only be able to steal the Diablo's items, Blackbeard's stones, which you don't want, Silver Savage's surfboard, which actually would be fantastic, Psycho Man's, which we said was great, Puppet Master's really destroys Puppet Master by doing so. And okay, everything actually but High Evolutionary's Isotope E, which you don't want anyways. So that's actually a great way of completely destroying a lot of people's objects. It gets rid of Silver Savage's hypersonic. It gets rid of the mind control, which is the only thing that Puppet Master can do. It gets rid of the cool, I forgot what it's called, of Psycho Man. And then it also has another trait. At the beginning of the game, roll 2d6s and place the result on this card. If he's 150 points, roll 3 instead. Whenever any attack roll is made, you replace a d6 in the roll with the d6 from this card. So it's dice replacement, but it's only 2 or 3 times a game, depending if you play him 150 or 75. His dial is a lot of outwit. It's a lot of phasing teleport, energy explosion, some defense powers. Dennis is back now.
I am back.
So
I was listening.
Doctor Doom is a weird figure. I don't mind the time platform, but I don't think he's great. He can be outwit. He has a long dial, but he can't move and attack. The only thing is that he can steal other people's items, and that crushes Puppet Master. It crushes Silver Savage.
Honestly,
And
at 75
he has dice replacement.
Hey, at 75 points, you got a phasing teleporter guy with outwit that basically I'm just going to get where I need to do outwit. And like you said, a lot of the power pieces in this set that do the good damage, the best damage, have equipment, and this guy can ruin that.
So I give him a solid 4. But let's see what we normally do and rank the chases. So right now, this guy's number 1.
Yeah, he might be there for a while too, actually.
You think so?
Well, just like you said, it's destroying objects unless they're, what was it, Mr. Thing, Pirate Thing? That's the only one you don't care about. Everyone else, you're like, hey, thank God I could destroy that object.
I mean, it's not even destroyed. He gets it.
Oh, see, even better. Oh, yeah.
Especially against Silver Savage, giving him hypersonic speed is great.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, tell me about Prisoner of Planet Doom.
Okay, so again, he could switch in and out. So whenever Prisoner of Planet Doom KOs an opposing character, after resolutions, choose one. Choose a standard power on that character's card. Prisoner of Planet Doom can use the chosen power, or choose a combat value. Prisoner of Planet Doom modifies the chosen combat value by +1 this game. I'm still going to go through these traits at the beginning of the game. If you are not the first player, roll a d6. 3 to 4, first player skips their turn. 5 to 6, first player skips their first turn. In this game, Prisoner of Planet Doom may choose both options first. Doom takes whatever he wants. And so let's go through this dial now. 150 or 75, like every chase Doom. The 175 gets you running shot, naked attack, 18 invuln, 4 perplex. 75 gets you 9 running shot, 11 special attack, 18 toughness, 3 perplex. That special attack is steal energy, but with close or ranged attacks. So this guy, you get to choose who goes first. And then whenever you KO someone, you get to take a power or keep a combat value up by 1. This reminds me of that Craven piece way back in the Spider-Man set that had the chase bases specially colored. There was a Craven that basically did exactly that. I like this guy because he has running shot to go with his steal energy from ranger close, and then just a full dial of sidestep range combat expert to go with that.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Especially if he kills a couple figures, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, it's honestly it's very I'd say very fun, ingenuitive, and balanced dial design because his damages like die off. They go from threes to two to even one at the end. So you're hoping you've killed someone by then. So maybe you're choosing that your damage or your attack goes up by one. I don't know why you put it on speed because he's sidestepping the rest of the day.
I would probably I would probably put him above Doctor Doom, especially in this set where you have so many low point characters that he can kill in a single shot.
Oh, is that what you're going? Yeah, that's not the worst. I like his healing back up.
Yeah, imagine like he pushes to kill a sidekick, then he gets +1 defense for the rest of the game, and he goes back to top click.
Not the worst. This one doesn't have Indom.
No, but he does have healing in every time he
Too
hits.
yeah. I don't remember what character it was, Stuart, but they also had healing from ranged attack, and oh my god, it's just insane.
Was it the reverse Shazam? Because I know when he killed people, he stole abilities.
It was like, well, the healing from ranged attacks. I'm trying to remember which character had it, and it blew my mind. I'm like, this is insane. Not only is he a ranged attacker, now he's healing from it, and now this guy gets to
So
do it.
are we okay putting him above Doctor Doom?
Mm, Power disruption versus power peace.
Because remember, if you're not going against someone with a object, then Doctor Doom is not good.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, Lord Doom. This is our favorite because he has a sword.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he
do I get?
is
Can I talk about
indomitable.
Lord Doom
Sure,
since you
go
got to
ahead.
talk about
He's
your
yours.
favorites? Okay, this guy's awesome. So 150, 75 points. He's basically the same for powers no matter what. It's just the values at 100 at 150 you get a 12 attack, at 75 you get an 11. So, his trait, ending the revolution. If an opponent's force has more characters than your force, opposing characters can't generate bystanders. As someone who has faced many bystander teams and ripped my hair out, I love that. His special movement is charge, but doesn't have speed. So at 75, you're getting a 9 charge. And his special defense, invulnerability, opposing characters attacking lower do, modify attack and damage -1. Then they have to face the invulnerability. This guy is just a straightforward, running through hindering, running through blocking. I'm going to smack you and exploit your weaknesses. I love it. It's so simple.
So is he the worst so far, though?
Kinda.
Yeah, he's not bad. Like you're happy
Okay.
pulling him, but he's not as good as Doctor Doom. He doesn't completely decimate the best figures in the set.
No, and actually, I'm banking on that because he won't be as valuable, and I could probably trade for him pretty easily.
Now we have Doctor Doom, the Sorcerer Supreme. He is still indomitable. He has Mystics. He's the same 10 clicks with Mystics, which is pretty good. So at the top dial, he gets 3 clicks of a special defense power, which is Energy Shield and Super Senses. His trait is when an opposing character is turned to its starting click, after resolutions, roll a d6 and heal Doctor Doom, the Sorcerer Supreme, equal to half the result. I'm not sure any characters in this set get turned to their starting click.
If you use that one, that Death of the Marquee guide to heal up a person to their top click, would this pick kick in for him?
I guess? I don't know. I think it's no, maybe I don't know.
Whatever.
Perhaps, perhaps that's the only way. And who knows? Then he has a special defense or damage power. Once per attack, you may reroll the attack roll of a character within range and line of fire. This guy has prob for attacks on every attack he can see.
Oh, is that why it's worded that way? Once per attack. Oh god, it is. He gets to reroll every attack he can see.
Yep. So you play him at 75
Wow.
points, you got to reroll all of your attacks. Don't play him at 150. It's no point. I think
Wow.
he's not as good as Prisoner of Planet Doom, but I think he's definitely better than Doctor Doom.
So he's the new number 2.
Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, every attack though. Holy crap.
Only if you can see them, though.
Well, people have to see him if they want to attack him.
Yeah. I mean, if they're going to attack him, yeah.
I like his middle dial. Like he at 75 points, he has 2 clicks of running shot pulse wave with a super senses prob.
He's good. I'm not denying he's good. I just
Ah,
think that in this set, Prisoner of Planet Doom is is going to get 2 or 3 KOs and then boost his defense to a like 18, 20 immediately.
it's not bad. I think my only count, well, not my only, my counter argument is this guy has Indom,
That helps.
and it helps a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, that once per attack is amazing.
It's really good.
It helps him defend himself. It helps him attack. It helps his friends attack. It makes their opponent's attacks worse.
Yeah, my argument against that is that you played with Tempest in the last set, House of
Yeah.
X, and Tempest was great. But
Yes.
it's rare that you got a prob more than 2 attacks with Tempest.
But that's all I really needed a lot of the time.
I
You
mean,
make one,
I don't think
you
a
take
double prob for 75 points is good, but I'm not sure it's better than a figure that after killing two easily killed figures wins the game, right?
You're right. I think I'd go with your dude needs to kill people to get better. This one's just great. You don't even have
Yeah,
to kill people.
don't need to kill people, but he has doesn't have as high a ceiling, right? He's never going to be doing as much as Prisoner of Planet Doom will do at his best.
Oh, that's like the speed versus acceleration argument. Do you want a top end speed higher than usual, or do you want to get to your top end speed faster?
Well, let's move on to Doctor Thing, then we can come back to it.
Yeah,
Doctor
I
Thing's
might
the
have to
worst,
flip a
right?
coin. Okay, Doctor Thing. My turn. Okay. Wait, I must have missed this one. I'm sorry. I'll just do it now. Oh, geez. Okay. Doctor Thing, 150.75. Let's go through it. The trait, when revealing forces, choose an opposing sideline game element. If Doctor Thing is on a starting click, the chosen sideline game element can't be brought into the game. So, do they mean allies as well? As long as this person's on top click, your allies' bonuses don't count?
No, it's just they can't be brought into the game. The
Okay,
allies don't get
so
brought into the game, so it doesn't matter.
so then what would this cancel out?
Uh, it would cancel out Silver Surfer, right? No, because those aren't sidelines, so it wouldn't cancel out anything in
Yeah,
this.
that's what I
It
mean. So like if it's not going to stop
high evolutionary
allies,
bringing a character in.
so this guy's doing that trait's doing nothing in sealed.
Yeah,
So special movement you get at both dials. Plasticity, sidestep, free place Doctor Thing adjacent to an opposing character that attacked Doctor Thing since your last turn. Okay. Plasticity, sidestep. Special defense, invincible. Doctor Thing takes a maximum 1 damage from range attacks. Ooh. Yeah, this is play at 75. You get a sidestep and close combat expert with Quake. 19 defense, nothing to scoff at. With Invincible. Yeah,
yeah,
this is probably my least favorite of them so far.
I agree. He's fine.
Yeah,
They'll just outwit his defense power and then kill him, right?
yeah. You'll still have
Okay,
to handle a 19 defense, but there's a very clear way on how to handle this guy.
now we have Doom, which is just capital, capitals all Doom. So he had his special trait is opposing forces can't take more costed actions each turn than 1 per 100 points of the build total. So leadership doesn't matter. It's not as effective as it will be in constructed, but it's decent, right?
Yeah.
It's especially good against characters with what's it called? The other hand symbol. I always forget autonomous.
Autonomous?
Yeah, because their actions will count towards your build total now, right? Your
Yes, their actions will count because costed
no
actions.
autonomous figures in this set though. So this guy is super simple. He is a charge, blades, battle fury, and then traded flurry. And then he also has a power to make 3 close attacks, and that trait also includes each time Doom hits with a close attack, modify a target's defense by -1. So if he hits with his first attack, then the next attack's easier to hit with, and then your other figures can follow up and really mess him up, right?
Man, so he's zombie Doctor Octopus.
Yes.
That's totally where I've seen that before.
But he doesn't have giant reach, which sucks. He should have giant
No.
reach. I mean, he's
Yeah,
fine.
at 75 points, you're moving 6 and doing that nonsense.
I think he's better than Doctor Thing, and he's comparable with Lord Doom, right?
Oh, damn. Uh, yeah, he's better than Doctor Thing only because Doctor Thing sidesteps.
Yeah.
But this guy is also just as easy to take out. Out with the impervious and smack him.
Yeah. So I would put him on level with Lord Doom. Lord Doom has more mobility but less damage. This guy has less mobility but more damage. In terms of their trait, his trait is slightly more useful because there's not that many bystanders in this set.
I still like Lord Doom better than him. Lord Doom's moving farther, exploiting weaknesses. His defense actually minuses this guy's attack and damage.
Yeah, doesn't matter against the blades, but yeah,
No, the attack, it does matter.
I would say they're about equal, right? This one's traits better, that one's defense and mobility is better. This one's dealing more damage.
Yeah. If you could get this guy into position to do that power 3 close attacks, you're having a fun day. Does he
Okay, tell me
actually get
about
to use
Valeria.
blades on every one of those attacks?
No,
Oh, thank God.
I don't think they thought about that because flurry you can use the blades, but the 3 close attacks you actually can't because the only reason
Not
it works with
yet.
flurry is because flurry is a close attack.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Oh,
might
geez.
work in the future.
Okay, Valeria Von Doom. Um, Many Faces of Doom. We got that. Smoke and Mirrors traded shape change, but succeeds on a 4 to 6. Of course it does. When Valeria Von Doom uses it, it succeeds. Oh, after resolutions, choose one. Place her X squares away from her current square, where X is the result, or deal the attacker damage equal to half the result. Protected outwit. Damn. Holy crap. Um, Second trait, when an opposing character that wasn't on their starting force misses after resolution is given an action token. If that character has autonomous, instead KO it. Oh, that's cool. And then well, you get all the same powers, just different values. But a special movement, sidestep, stealth. Wow, for 75 points, you get super senses and a super duper shape change with perplex. Well, I guess that's really it.
Yeah, her trait doesn't matter much. It's only against bystanders, and there's not that many bystanders in the set. Her shape change is cool, but no one's going to attack her unless they know they can hit her, and she's not doing much else besides being hard to hit.
That's what I was going to bring up. She's not doing anything offensively amazing.
I think she's worse than Doom.
She is a tie-up piece. She's a 75-point tie-up piece.
She doesn't even have plasticity most of the time.
No, just at the end with her poison. But that's what I mean. You'd want her to put her in a place where, well, you have to attack me now, and I have super senses, super duper shape change. And then look, she has combat reflexes. So then, yeah, you would want her there anyway. That might actually work out pretty well because she could tie people up. And then if she does go down a click, she has outwit and poison. Keep her away
Yeah.
from shape change. Keep her away from battle theory, people.
So I would rather play Doom than her though.
Oh yeah,
And
she.
now the
I'd sooner play my Lord Doom than her. Really.
agreed. So now we have the last one, Doom the Annihilating Conqueror. Seems
Yes.
to be a mix of Doom, Annihilus, and Kang.
Oh yeah. Look at all
So
those real names. Huh.
So he is just running shot pulse wave. He has a trait during force construction. Friendly characters with a cosmic future and past keywords gain the Latveria keyword, which might help, but it's not super big. And then another trait at the beginning of the game: opposing characters lose all keywords not printed on their cards, and if one or more keywords were lost this way, he has cosmic energy. Not
Oh
happening a ton in this either.
no, not in this set. No one really gives unless there's two of these guys, and then how the hell would that work? Do they just both cancel each other out, and then they both get
Yeah,
cosmic
and
energy?
the other one is the pirate guy, right?
Yeah, that no one's playing.
Blackbeard, yeah, who no one wants. So he's kind of without cosmic power, he's not great. He's just a running shot guy. Running shot
He's
pulse
only
wave. I mean,
17 defense. He's got an uphill battle.
like you're gonna play him because 75 points for running shot pulse wave is good,
Yeah,
but
with a
he's not
flight
exception.
especially. Yeah, that's all you're playing him for actually is a 6 running shot, 8 range pulse wave.
So I like him more than Valeria in that matter, but I don't like him more than Doom.
No, no. So have you been writing down what we're at here of who's number
Yes.
1 and who's number 7 or 6?
So
I suppose 8.
we
Okay.
have, yeah. So our number 1 is either Prisoner or Sorcerer. It's somewhere between the two. They're pretty much close. They're tied for the most part.
Okay.
Then we have Doctor Doom, who's the guy who comes on the time bench or whatever. We have Lord
Yes.
Doom and Doom, who are pretty much tied. Then Doom the Annihilating Conqueror. Then Valeria. Then Doctor Thing.
I could go with that. I think
There's clearly 2 of them are the best, but I'd say the top 6 you're pretty happy to play, and then the bottom 2 being Valeria and Doctor Thing, you're not as happy with, and you could lose a game with them for sure.
absolutely.
Especially Doctor Thing. Doctor Thing's not good at all.
Doom the Annihilating Conqueror is pretty interesting constructed, hey? Because they're changing the rules where, even generic keywords are a theme team, and now here's another form of keyword manipulation where there's 3 keywords that actually get turned into 1.
Yes, and you also don't need to play them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Holy jeez. That's
During
pretty cool.
course construction, the friendly characters get it. Then at the beginning of the game, you switch them out with Doom the Sorcerer.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's so good. But yeah, there's our reviews for the chases and the rare super rares. Listeners,
So
please do write in when you try these pieces out if our ratings were accurate or inaccurate. We always love to hear experiences from sealed play.
And Dennis and I are going to be playing some sealed within the next week, and then giving us our some new thoughts, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping to pull. Honestly, I'm hoping to pull more pieces that I was unsure of than, I just want to play this one because it's so good. I want to find some of those pieces where I'm like, I could see this going a different way.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm going back. Yeah. I'm just looking through them now. We're like, oh, this could be fun. This could be fun. Anyway, listeners, thanks all. I hope this entertained you during your whatever you're doing, your drive, you're sitting down and chilling out. But anywho, Hero Clicks talk is good talk.
yeah, it was a fun time with you, Dennis, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes. Catch you later. I cannot wait for a bunch of them to write in to